A leader leads by example, not by force. A military operation involves deception. Even though you are competent, appear to be incompetent. Though effective, appear to be ineffective. A wise general makes a point of foraging of the enemy. According to my assessment, even if you have many more troops than others, how can that help you to victory? All is fair in love and war. All men can see these tactics whereby I conquer, but what none can see is the strategy out of which victory is evolved. Energy may be likened to the bending of a crossbow, decision to the releasing of a trigger. He will win who knows how to handle both superior and inferior forces. Even the finest sword plunged into salt water will eventually rust. For to win 100 victories in 100 battles is not the acme of skill. To subdue the enemy without fighting is the acme of skill. All warfare is based on deception. There is no place where espionage is not used. Offer the enemy bait to lure him. Anger may in time change to gladness. Vexation may be succeeded by content. But a kingdom that has once been destroyed can never come again into being, nor can the dead ever be brought back to life. Appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak. Appraise war in terms of the fundamental factors. The first of these factors is moral influence. Be extremely subtle, even to the point of formlessness. Be extremely mysterious, even to the point of soundlessness. Thereby you can be the director of the opponent's fate. Build your opponent a golden bridge to retreat across. But a kingdom that has once been destroyed can never come again into being, nor can the dead ever be brought back to life. Can you imagine what I would do if I could do all I can? Confront them with annihilation, and they will then survive. Plunge them into a deadly situation, and they will then live. When people fall into danger, they are then able to strive for victory. Convince your enemy that he will gain very little by attacking you. This will diminish his enthusiasm. Do not press an enemy at bay. A kingdom that has once been destroyed can never come again into being, nor can the dead ever be brought back to life. He who knows when he can fight, and when he cannot, will be victorious. He will win whose army is animated by the Spirit throughout all its ranks. Hence that general is skillful in attack whose opponent does not know what to defend. And he is skillful in defense whose opponent does not know what to attack. Hence to fight and conquer in all your battles is not supreme excellence. Supreme excellence consists in breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. He who is prudent and lies in wait for an enemy who is not, will be victorious. If ignorant both of your enemy and yourself, you are certain to be in peril. He will win who knows when to fight, and when not to fight. If our soldiers are not overburdened with money, it is not because they have a distaste for riches. If their lives are not unduly long, it is not because they are disinclined to longevity. If quick, I survive. If not quick, I am lost. This is death. If the mind is willing, the flesh could go on and on without many things. If we know that our own men are in a condition to attack, but are unaware that the enemy is not open to attack, we have gone only halfway towards victory. If you are far from the enemy, make him believe you are near. If you are near the enemy, make him believe you are far from him. If you are far from the enemy, make him believe you are now. If you are strong, appear weak. But if you are weak, appear strong. In peace prepare for war. In war prepare for peace. The art of war is of vital importance to the state. It is matter of life and death, a road either to safety or to ruin. Hence, under no circumstances can it be neglected. In the practical art of war, the best thing of all is to take the enemy's country whole and intact. To shatter and destroy it is not so good. In war, then, let your great object be victory, not lengthy campaigns. Invincibility lies in the defense, the possibility of victory in the attack. It is imperative to contest all factions for complete victory, so the army is not garrisoned, and the profit can be total. This is the law of strategic siege. It is only one who is thoroughly acquainted with the evils of war that can thoroughly understand the profitable way of carrying it on. It is only the enlightened ruler and the wise general who will use the highest intelligence of the army for the purposes of spying, and thereby they achieve great results. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. If you know the enemy and know yourself, your victory will not stand in doubt. If you know heaven and know earth, you may make your victory complete. If you know yourself but not the enemy, for every victory gained you will also suffer a defeat. If you wait by the river long enough, the bodies of your enemies will float by. In battle, there are not more than two methods of attack, the direct and the indirect. Yet these two in combination give rise to an endless series of maneuvers. In making tactical dispositions, the highest pitch you can attain is to conceal them. It is the rule in war, if our forces are 10 to the enemy's 1, to surround him. If 5 to 1, to attack him. If twice as numerous, to divide our army into 2. Know your enemy and know yourself, and you can fight 100 battles without disaster. Know yourself, and you will win all battles. Let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night, and when you move, fall like a thunderbolt. Like the sun and moon, they end but to begin anew. Like the 4 seasons, they pass away to return once more. Move swift as the wind and closely formed as the wood. Attack like the fire, and be still as the mountain. Nothing is more difficult than the art of maneuvering for advantageous positions. 100 victories in 100 battles is not the most skillful. Subduing the other's military without battle is the most skillful. One mark of a great soldier is that he fight on his own terms or fights not at all. Supreme excellence consists of breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. The art of giving orders is not to try to rectify the minor blunders and not to be swayed by petty doubts. One may know how to conquer without being able to do it. Opportunities multiply as they are seized. Order or disorder depends on organization, courage or cowardice on circumstances, strength or weakness on dispositions. Pretend inferiority and encourage his arrogance. Prohibit the taking of omens and do away with superstitious doubts. Then, until death itself comes, no calamity need be feared. Now the reason the enlightened prince and the wise general conquer the enemy. Whenever they move and their achievements surpass those of ordinary men, is foreknowledge. Regard your soldiers as your children, and they will follow you into the deepest valleys. Look on them as your own beloved sons, and they will stand by you even unto death. Secret operations are essential in war. Upon them the army relies to make its every move. So in war, the way is to avoid what is strong and strike at what is weak. So the important thing in a military operation is victory, not persistence. Of all those in the army close to the commander, none is more intimate than the secret agent. Of all rewards, none more liberal than those given to secret agents. Of all matters, none is more confidential than those relating to secret operations. Strategy without tactics is the slowest route to victory. Tactics without strategy is the noise before defeat. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Know thyself, know thy enemy. 1,000 battles, 1,000 victories. The art of war is self-explanatory. One who sets the entire army in motion to chase an advantage will not attain it.